The A with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it, to just go.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just let me.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from the Superdome. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now their versatile running back, here's Austin Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You look at the Saints defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. To the air goes Daniels. Finding Ertz again. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Daniels looking to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Here's Daniels. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. To throw is Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now is 2nd and 10. Eckler, they run left side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Throwing now is Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Seibert's kick is good, and it's 3-0 Washington. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Able to push his way through. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. But you look at this defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got it at the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Open man is Noah Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a give running left is Eckler. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Try! And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Saints are able to widen their advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, That's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, it may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. They go play action. Daniels. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 70 yards.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And able to get this out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Working out of the gun, Daniels. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Daniels going to try the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
17.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 9. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
They'll try and throw for it here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 48-yard line. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here now, 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, this from 34. And this one is right through.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Daniels. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Now Daniels.
Flush to his right.
And that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
To the air goes Daniels.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. Here's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw is Daniels. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Throwing now is Daniels. Finding Ertz again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Ertz from 13 yards out. And the Commanders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5, and he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it,
It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 1. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 2nd down and 8. First carry now for Pierre Strong. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And this time he is in. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Daniels looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. They complete it to Hill. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Now, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.